welcome to Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This is a Metal Gear game, surprisingly. Just before we start, there's going to be spoilers for the game in this video, so if you've never played it, which I don't know how you've never played it because it's a about 5-year-old game now, and if you don't want spoilers at this point, then look away now. Because this happens after the beginning of the game. Anyways, welcome to this game. It's a very nice game. This game, in terms of gameplay, this is one of the best, if not the best, gameplay I have seen on the new generation of consoles. It is an absolutely fantastic game. It is insane, the detail and the attention and just the mechanics of the game. The stealth is wonderful. The story, however, of this game is infinite. It is unending, and that is a fact because if anyone has completed this game, I adore you because you are a god. How did no one finishes this game? Because I had this game on the old generation of consoles. I had this on my 360, and I never finished it. And then I sold my 360, and now I have the Xbox One, and I got it, and I still didn't finish the game. It is I haven't even gotten to the part where I was on the 360. It is insane. I'm probably like at least 10 hours into this game, and I'm probably like a quarter through it. That was an English pronunciation. I'm probably like a quarter through it, and it doesn't end. I've never gotten to the end of this game. It's literally because I sometimes, when you're stuck in a game and you open like guides and stuff, I open things and it's like, wait, we actually go to this place in this game? Where is that a DLC, or is that Ground Zeroes, or is that the genuine story of Metal Gear Solid 5? It is so confusing, and so much stuff happens. And the story itself, from everyone I've heard and all the reviews, the story is awful and it's not even worth playing. But I still want to finish it because I like the game. So it's so frustrating when you're playing through a story and then you think the story is done, and this is major spoilers, by the way, because I finished chapter 1 when I was on the 360, and I finished chapter 1, and everything, you think the game is about to end because the bad guy, who is obviously Skullface. Well, not obviously Skullface, that's another rant for another time. The bad guy, who is Skullface. You kill him. That's the end of chapter 1. But after you kill him, or after you choose to not kill him but the game kills him, anyway, that's another rant for another time, again, later on in the video. When he dies at the end of chapter 1, you think that that's the end of the game. And then the game goes, no, actually, no, there's still a chapter 2. Where you have to replay some missions on a harder difficulty, which is like the worst mechanic in history. But again, like you decide at the end, you decide not to kill Skullface, and again, I've said, spoiler warning, Skullface does die. You decide to not kill Skullface, and then Huey, which is like the engineer that you have at Skullface at the base, that again, spoilers, you've been warned. So if you're pissed off that I'm spoiling the game, I mean, I probably added a warning at the beginning of the video. And then you decide to not kill Skullface because like the run through that I genuinely like to not kill if there is an option to not kill in games. So I didn't kill anyone. I didn't like to kill anyone. So when given the option to kill Skullface, I didn't. And so the game just cuts to a cutscene where Huey just kills him anyway. Why the hell would you give me the option then? Why would you give me the option of not actually killing him when the game is going to kill him anyway? It's just, why? And again, it is not obvious, as I said, it is not obvious that that Skullface is the main villain, because Skullface appears in like 2 cutscenes, and in the third one he dies. For the entire fucking game, he appears in like 2 to 3 cutscenes, and then he dies. Like Psycho Mantis or the whatever child. I'm not really into the Metal Gear story. In fact, this is the first and only Metal Gear game I've played, so I don't really know that much about the Metal Gear universe. But Psycho Mantis slash the first slash second child, I have no idea what his name is. He appears in more cutscenes, and he looks like he is the main villain of the game. In fact, the absolute most main villain of the game, which is the villain that I actually had, you know, trouble defeating, was the fucking Metal Gear. Everything else was easy. It was just playing missions. You didn't actually have to beat Skullface. So the story of this game is not just 17 million hours long. It's just it's pointless, and it's weird, and it's just so much that you don't understand. But, you know, after 7 minutes of ranting, I'm gonna stop now because I genuinely like this game. The best thing about this game is something that you can probably hear right now. The best thing about this game is not these pictures, is this little boy right here. This is the cutest thing, thank you. This is the cutest thing and the best thing in game. This is a buddy that you can take with you on missions. It tends to take quite a while, so this main missions tend to take me about an hour to do, because I genuinely like to be a little bit stealthy. I attempt to be stealthy. I mean, I'm not great, like you can see how inconsistent I am. There's an A, a B, an S. There's a C here, there's an A, a B, an S, a C again, there's an S. I think the worst thing, I don't know, I haven't gotten worse than a C. But an S, I think an S is the highest? I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is the highest. But an S is the highest that I've gotten. This is music that you can choose to be your helicopter music. The helicopter music is the music that will play from the speakers of your helicopter whenever you're landing somewhere or your helicopter is coming to provide air support or pick you up. I have the final countdown as my helicopter music, which is I just like the song. So whenever the helicopter comes to pick me up, I like that song to be playing. But there are several songs to be collected through cassette tapes throughout the game world, and I genuinely want to get them all because I like getting weird little collectibles in games like that. Anyways, I'm just gonna remove it because it's copyrighted, and I mean it doesn't really matter if it's copyrighted because I don't have monetization on. But anyways, maybe in the future, if I do, I don't want this video to get a copyright strike. Snake, there we go. This is Snake, or slash Big Boss, but it's not actually Big Boss. It's a very long story and another rant that I don't want to go on. I have Didi as my buddy. Buddies tend to have completely different things. Like Didi is, you find him on like the second or third mission. You find him out in the wild when he's like a really cute little puppy, and then you take him and you watch him grow. A puppy grows to become a full-size dog while you have still not finished this game. Episode 19, On the Trail. It's a somewhat of an episodic sort of thing. It's not really episodic because it's not like the Hitman sort of episodes. It's like this sort of episodes where every mission is an episode. And it tends to have, you know, credits before and after, which really, by the way, ruin the twists. Because like sometimes there'll be a massive twist in the mission, and it gets ruined by the credits. I mean, it guest starring the Major, of course, we know he's gonna be there. But sometimes you don't know that a character is gonna be there, and it's it's a twist of whoa, this character is actually here, but it comes in the credits before the mission even starts. So the twist is absolutely ruined, and I know what's gonna happen. So yeah, Didi tends to point out where enemies are. You have binoculars that tell you their skills, so you can take them back to your base and use them as your staff. You see that guy right here has an A+ in the medical and the base development. So that is a person that I want to take back with me. Lots of running in this game because changing buddies takes way too much time. I mean, there are buddies that you can use for movement, and there are buddies that you can, like D-Dog, that you can use for scouting. But D-Dog is the best out of them. Scouting is a primary part of infiltration, because if you don't know where your enemies are, you're gonna die. Also, I have reflex mode. I have reflex mode on, which essentially, if you get spotted, it gives you like a few seconds of slow-mo, so you can kill / incapacitate the person that saw you. And I have it on because I'm shit at video games. Really, it's that simple. Right, we're back. Excuse my ringy phone. Boop. There we go. He's down. I'm assuming he's going to meet the target here. Is he being a clever bastard and changing vehicles to go meet? Ah, okay, clever bastard. He is changing vehicles to go meet somewhere else. There's a helicopter over there. I'm assuming that helicopter is going to be a problem. Okay, I did not see that hill. They're now going with a convoy. How important is this? Right, I think I have to moiler this guy. Head. Okay, I mostly would have tried to extract him, but for the sake of the video, shot him in the head. Probably extracting him would have given us more intel, but who cares about intel? That is gonna be Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. This is not a very easy game to commentate on, as you saw, because it's a very focusy, stealthy sort of game, and I can't do both at the same time. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, ta-ra.